What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Mike and Rich podcast.
Yo, yo,
Christmas
yo.
recovery special.
How was your recovery day, man?
It was all right, not too bad. It sucks, got to go to work tomorrow, but it is what it
I
is.
know the day flew by, man. I was like,
Right?
just one more day.
Remember when you were a kid, it was like Christmas week, you had the whole week off?
Like 2 weeks. I remember having like
Yeah.
2 weeks off.
Well, they skimmed it back. Now the kids only got 1 week, so he got the whole week off, my son, and we'll be having some fun and stuff, but gotta do some work too. So
gotta get it done. So
that's right.
So day after Christmas, sure we got a bunch of nice things. What was your favorite gift, man?
I got this cool David Bowie cutout from a friend of mine. It's like a metal cutout, and It says, it's like a quote, and it says, "We could be heroes just for one day." It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you?
So I think my favorite gift, I know I have the Oculus chilling here. That was like what I got with gift cards. But my favorite gift was my mother-in-law got me Red Hot Chili Peppers tickets, man.
Oh, nice, man.
That's like the one band I've always liked, and I've never seen them live. I just never have, man. It's just never happened. And,
hopefully they got the clothes on and it's not just playing in socks,
I know they're a little classier these days, they're professionals now.
Sure.
So
we got a great show today. So what's first on the list, of course, Dexter's deep cuts.
Wow, and we got some cool new overlays for Dexter's deep cuts. I think we're gonna throw a little intro on there next time. Yeah. So we're getting there. We're getting
slashing.
There. By the end of the season, this segment will be pretty cool.
That's right. And we got a lot of episodes apparently. So
that's right.
That's cool.
So what are we getting? How many are we getting?
So it says we're getting 13 episodes.
13 episodes.
So not bad. We're on episode 7. So we're, definitely things are moving in Dexter.
It's kind of exactly where we thought it was when we talked about it last week.
For sure. It led up, and I feel like we watched enough Dexter to be able to kind of be able to anticipate a little bit of what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like the things with Harrison going on are things that we've seen Dexter in the past go through. So that was one thing. But the whole Kurt stuff, that's really, really, really cool. I mean, we see his true colors for sure. And I mean, it's nuts.
And he's a snake, man. He's a snake. And we knew that he was going to swindle his way out. I didn't know he was going to bust out that story. That was come on, man.
Man. He had that in the bag, bro. I mean, I thought it was happen. Maybe it didn't. We don't know. We don't know if it's a lie.
I thought it. No. They showed what really happened. That was Kurt. That was in the truck.
That's right. That's right.
He's the one who shot the girl, and that's what started it. So it wasn't the dad. It was clearly a lie.
Right, that part was, but they did show him as a little kid, and the dad was with the hookers in the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Listening to that song. He was listening to that song.
Yeah, so. Runaway. Yeah. My little runaway.
Yeah. So it's just crazy that he got out so easily like that. And obviously she knows. Obviously Dexter knows. I'm surprised Dexter even even told her. I thought he was gonna be old school Dexter and just be like, "Nah, I want to save him from me and let her figure it out." And it was gonna be like a race, he
kind of changed. He kind of changed his ways a little bit towards the end of Dexter, and he realized he couldn't get everybody, and he knows that this is not Miami. This is a small town where everybody knows everybody's name and everybody's business.
Too, he genuinely cares about her. So and he knows that she's been looking for this person for a long time. And maybe if it wasn't her friend tied to it, he wouldn't really care about it. But he knows that that's a part of that history. So
he doesn't want to get involved like that.
But also too, in his head, he's just trying to find reasons to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, he already didn't like Kurt. Yeah. We knew that, and I mean, all this is just kind of unraveled. I mean, the snow for this season is such a strong metaphor, and it's the snowball actions of Dexter just keep going down and downhill and getting bigger and bigger before it's this unstoppable force where he has to kill somebody or do something, or figure it out. And I mean, Kurt is definitely somebody that I would like to see Dexter go against, and I feel like we're going to see it obviously in the next episode because Dexter's been captured before. And he'll do what he has to do. He'll gnaw his own arm off if he has to. We saw him break his arm.
Yeah.
So we don't know. And I don't think Kurt realizes who he's messing with, obviously. So that's
I think it's vice versa though on that. Kurt's been doing it a long time, and I feel like Dexter might not know who he's messing with either. Kurt's got money, and he's been there for a while, and he ripped that whole apartment or that whole hotel room down in a matter of night, in a night, so
crazy, man. I really felt like the jig was up when he showed the girl. I really felt that because she even like shot the lock and stuff. Like I thought something was going down. Maybe he had somebody else there, but no, he's like 3 steps ahead.
Now, what I would have done was I would have took that toilet and dusted it for some prints, ran them across the missing girls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sure. I mean, there was probably some trace evidence there, but they said they could smell the bleach. So I mean, he cleaned up before he wrecked everything, probably. So I mean, he's definitely not dumb, and he's a smart serial killer, just like Dexter is.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I feel like this next episode is really gonna fast forward. Like it's gonna be even faster than this next one because we know that Dexter gets yoked up at the end of it by the guy,
random trucker,
who gives Harrison the envelope with the pin.
The pin.
So then when Dexter finally puts it all together and realizes that Kurt knows that he killed his son.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, it's too late.
That's crazy. And it's crazy he knew about it. Yeah. It's crazy he knew about it. Like the second Dexter dropped them off, that it wasn't snow. And he's lived there for so long. He knows when that thing's on. He's probably used it,
Probably used it.
Who knows, man, so.
He's been fixing up these girls and stuff. And we don't know why yet. Still, he's fixing up the girls. But, we did see a lot of like track marks coming out. So we don't know what that is. If that was just the lumber and pieces or if it was bodies that were there. Like we have no idea.
Yeah.
We know he used the cave the one time. But we don't know.
And it was a long time ago, like that was like his first
25 years ago. Yeah.
So what has he been doing with them since after he pretties them up or
right? Whatever. We don't know. We have no idea. Hopefully we'll be able to find that out soon. But I think that maybe that one rich billionaire guy that they showed like 1 or 2 times in the beginning and then they didn't show him anymore. I feel like he's going to come into play because I don't think Kurt's by himself on this. It's a small town.
Yeah, it's a small town. And for that dude to be like the evil guy that pops up every now and again, for him not to have anything more than an evil guy that pops up every now and again.
Right.
It's kind of dumb. So he's definitely got to have something to do with something, whether he comes out and he's the evil guy that like is willing to help and everybody just thinks he's evil because he's trying to put it in like a pipeline or something, it's just like, because all the activists doesn't like him because he's a businessman. So he probably does stuff to like put in pipelines and stuff,
Yeah.
So
he's a crazy dude.
Maybe at the end of the day, he's not a bad guy. He's just a businessman that they don't like. Or he's involved in this situation. It could be anything, really.
Could be anything. You're right. You're right. We don't know his level of involvement, but I feel like he's involved.
And now you got Harrison showing his murderous intent and where he's at with this whole situation.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he's like teetering. And it's just like he's kind of fighting this like good and evil thing, kind of like a Jedi Sith thing going on.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what is he gonna do? And he remembers the Rita thing, and it was crazy showing the Trinity talking to him. Like he remembers Trinity talking to him.
Yeah, that was nuts. So that was John Lithgow's little appearance because that was new. That was new footage.
That was definitely new footage.
So that was cool.
It was cool. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty freaking cool. He's like, "Don't worry, Daddy'll be home in a little bit."
And who knew that like little bit, a couple hours or the hour or so.
Yeah.
That he would be scarred with that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just crazy because like the whole Dexter phenomenon of like how to become a serial killer is just like it's so simple of a formula, I feel.
Yeah.
You just got to be a baby and get some pool and blood or something like that.
Well,
Like
it's a traumatic
it's a
experience,
a traumatic experience and
but
stuff.
also, I mean, it was such a case because it was so big. So, Molly, that chick with the podcast, she had a lot of detail and she explained it in such detail that I feel like it painted the rest of the picture for him.
Yeah.
And he had some of the images, but that really like solidified and like made it a real whole thing.
Yeah.
And he knew that like that actually happened and it really got to him. And I mean, I feel like, Dexter was ready to tell him everything in those little moments, but
he's been wanting to. He's been wanting to, man. Yeah, I feel like he just doesn't have enough time, like whenever they interact,
yeah.
because Harrison's like cold to him. He just comes in, he eats his dinner, and he like leaves his dishes for Dexter to clean up and goes and does his thing. I thought it was hilarious. I'm sitting there watching it with my wife, and he's like, "Dexter to breakfast," and then he leaves, and I was just like, you ain't even gonna clean up your stuff, dude. Like, how old are you, man? Like, come on, man. Like, you're living with the guy rent free.
He wasn't raised right, bro.
He's making you food, and you're kind of an ass to him. And I get it. I get why you're an ass to him. But come on. He's not your maid, man. Do your own dishes, bro.
Do your own dishes.
You want to be a big boy and go get a job and make big boy decisions, and
That's too funny.
Do your dishes, bro.
Do your dishes, Harrison.
I told my wife, I was like, dude, his plate would be sitting on his pillow for when he got home.
It's too funny.
But it's gonna go crazy with him, and we don't even know the extent of how he hurt that first person that he was talking about.
Yeah.
He said that he hurt somebody on the way from Florida.
They're trying to grab him, yeah.
To New York, and then the girl is starting to get distant from him.
Right, and he's getting mad about that.
Because he's getting mad about it, dude.
That's right. I remember in that one episode when he snuck in, he had that knife in his back pocket, so who knew what he was gonna intend to do to this girl?
Well, it's all gonna fluctuate on what's gonna happen. Is he not gonna get his way? That's what it's seeming to be like. Is he's not gonna get his way, or he's angry and he's just like going off the hinges?
Oh man, I didn't just think about it right now, but how crazy would that be if like Dexter did some kind of like mercy killing to Harrison, and like, oh, that'd be nuts, like he did to his brother.
Like just take him out because he's just like a rabid dog.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Ooh,
I don't think you'd be able to do it.
Dark. I didn't think about that to just now, man. But they're trying to like, whenever they do shows that are like reboots or comebacks or whatever, they always do like a flair from like the first installment, and they try to like do things. I felt from the beginning, like I said, like I feel like Harrison is Dexter, and like Deb is the chief, and the girlfriend is Hannah, and like I kind of like feel like everybody has their part to play. Yeah. And I don't know, it's just a theory.
All right. Well,
I feel like I've watched Dexter.
We'll see what happens. I think what's gonna happen is that he's gonna eventually tell him that he's like that too, and then Harrison's gonna say, well, I want to do it too, and he's gonna not like want to go by the code because he's just so much older and he's arrogant and he thinks that he can get away with everything.
Well, he does seem like he has a goodness to him, so there's something. He liked being the hero. He liked everybody applauding.
I feel like
I don't know. I mean, like Dexter didn't have the emotion. Yeah. He has emotion. He has, we saw he's like suave with the ladies and he knows what to say, and he doesn't seem like he's faking his emotion like Dexter was.
Yeah, well, Dexter also had a teacher, to teach him how to be an actor, that's right. And that's how Harry taught him, was like to pretend to do that because that's what people expect you to see. They're going to think that you're weird if you don't, you know? So he became this actor that he like takes pieces from what people say to him because he thinks it's normal, and like he uses it. He always uses all other people's shit and other people's conversations. Like he does it all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But I mean, it's been a hell of a couple episodes. I mean, what is this, episode 7?
Yeah.
So I mean, we definitely have a few more to go. This one kind of ended a little bit on a cliffhanger type. So we don't know what's going to happen to the next one, but
yeah. So like obviously, Kurt's got homies. Yeah, Kurt's got homies that he can tell people to go do things, and I'm sure they'll keep quiet. He's one of them, obviously, and Kurt is going to war now, man. Dexter threw down the gauntlet. Kurt knew the entire time, and Dexter's trying to play the part, and Kurt's a step ahead of him. He definitely is.
A step ahead for sure. Well, I feel like in this next one, my anticipation is that Harrison might get hurt, and something's going to happen with Harrison as well as Dexter. It's not just going to be one.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, hey, you hate your dad so much. Guess what? I got your dad locked up or something like that. Like he's going to brag or something. But he's definitely going to bring Harrison into this.
So you think Harrison's going to kill Kurt?
I didn't even think about that, man. To be honest with you, I really didn't even think about that. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be like a father and son tag team, kill and then cover.
Well, because like Harrison has this thing of like Kurt's better than Dexter. Okay,
right, and but he doesn't know.
He doesn't know that Kurt like kills innocent people, but also too, Harrison's into hurting people, man. Like
Yeah. He has the nature, and it sucks that Dexter really didn't get to have the opportunity to show his complete self to his son and show him the intention, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, like if Dexter's like a tool or a weapon, like that, is harnessed towards this focusedness of good, not so much like evil. Like I want.
And he's on a leash right now.
It.
Yeah, he's on a real short leash right now, to where like he wasn't looking to like kill a bunch of people where he's at. It's a small
he thought that
town.
Part of his life was done.
Yeah, he's not into law enforcement anymore. He can't hide evidence or do certain things or have access to things to fucking crime scenes.
No access. He's in the cheap seats, like you said.
He's in the cheap seats, so.
I thought that was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, and he's slick too. He let the sheep out so that guy could go. He knows his town. He knows the people, so he snuck in. Like he's crazy, man. Like a little ballsy, but I guess you have to be to be a serial killer who kills serial killers.
That's it. And he knows he just did a favor for Angela, so he'll use that.
Right.
He'll use it.
100% use it. For sure.
So that was like a back pocket thing. He's like, sure, I'll come and help out. No problem.
Yeah, it was a little sad though, her finding her friend and stuff like that. It was a little crazy, but it was a good episode, man, for sure.
Good episode. Great episode. Dude, I'm digging this season, man. It's like kind of classic Dexter with a new twist. It's like, I like it. A little update.
I want to see them like leave this season open-ended to where like Dexter and Harrison get away and they're on the road and he's like teaching him and they go off.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be cool. Well, because they had like a scene with him and with him, Hannah, and that one kid when they were fighting the brain surgeon guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, like a whole little happy family.
Like a little family thing, yeah.
A little family of killers, and they could have just left. They really could have, and they should have. But they didn't. And I feel like it's gonna be something like that. Well, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Yeah, I'm excited for today's episode. My wife was trying to get me to watch it earlier, and I was like, I wanted to, and I was like, we still have to do this like week behind, like, because I did watch one once, like before this, and I kind of almost screwed it up, but hey, I'm doing my due diligence, okay? So
yeah.
We'll probably watch it tomorrow. So.
Nice, yeah. No, I'll probably watch it tomorrow as well.
All right,
but that was Dexter's Deep Cuts.
Woo-woo. All right, so we're gonna go back to our other overlay here for everybody.
All right.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments too. If you guys have any questions or or have anything that you want us to bring up, maybe we missed something. Obviously, we can't hit everything in the episode. There's just so much stuff that happens.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And plus, like, we want to leave something for people who maybe haven't seen it yet or just watched half of it or whatever, like give you a little bit of meat and bones left over.
Yes, sir.
But we got some other stuff to talk about today. So what's the next topic, man?
All right, we're going to talk about season finale of Hawkeye. Dude, it was
so
awesome.
Good.
It was such a good series, man. I liked it. I didn't think I was going to like it at all.
Short and sweet. I mean, like, I loved it. I mean, if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it like a 9 out of 10 for a series. Like,
it's like a 6-hour mini movie.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I hope they do more. I mean, they don't necessarily have to do more Hawkeye, but I thought it was cool that they did it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it gives me faith on like the She-Hulk stuff, the Agatha stuff, like all the new stuff coming out. Like, it's like if they're all going to be like little mini series and they're going to bust them out every 2-3 months, like what's the next one? Like Boba Fett, which is like this week, like in a couple days, so if they're going to keep showing them right after each other, it's just going to be like nonstop, like cool little mini shows, man. Like,
that's right. Disney Plus is killing it. I mean, Netflix, they got to come up with the competition. So Netflix comes out with shows and movies all the time. So Disney has like
Netflix
all
is
this
starting to do all the dubs now, man. So they're going to get a lot of cool dubs, I think, this year. Kind of like Squid Game style stuff. There's already a couple of them that are popping up that are getting a little popular. Nothing's really caught on like Squid Games yet, but I'm sure they will be.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, it's crazy the way, like, we get these shows and they just like kind of like take off like that. So we know that we are going to replace Hawkeye because it's season finale with Boba Fett, and we'll talk about that one for next week for sure.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be cool. But Hawkeye was crazy. So I have to talk about the Kingpin.
Kingpin, bro.
So that's like the main thing for me.
So cool. There.
So not only did we get Yelena, which was awesome. I love her.
Oh yeah, she was awesome in it too, man.
But we also got Kingpin, and we got a different style of Kingpin to a degree. Now we don't know where it fits on the timeline as far as Daredevil and stuff like that goes. So maybe that has something to do with it. But we do know this. We know that in the comics and the cartoons and stuff like that, we all know that like Kingpin's not fat. That's all supposed to be muscle.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He'll destroy
He's not like
things.
a mutant or anything. They never said that it was a mutant, not to my knowledge, but he's all muscle. So that's one. Two, he has a suit and a vest made of Kevlar. So the suit and the vest made of Kevlar are like something that he's always had. Now, another thing is the cane. That was really cool.
That was cool.
And the fact that he had the original Kingpin outfit one time real quick. The purple pants and the white top. That was super cool. But him fighting, him getting hit with an arrow like nothing.
Like right in the chest, bro.
I don't know if that was a suit or what, like if or was just him, but getting hit, nothing.
Pretty sure it was a suit.
And getting hit by a car, which you can't, a suit's not gonna help you. Kevlar's not gonna help you get hit by a car.
No.
And the explosion.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a nice mini explosion. It messed up that little toy store, or drugstore, whatever it was.
And my theory is Maya didn't shoot him. My theory is the other way around. Okay, because if they're gonna, and I know we're gonna talk about Spider-Man here in a little bit, but if they're gonna start introducing Kingpin and Matt Murdock and all that stuff to the MCU, ain't no way he's gonna go out on Hawkeye, over Maya. But that ain't gonna happen. Maya.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, like maybe they'll show us in another show, in Daredevil or something like that. Yeah. Well, because those shows are gonna be coming to Disney Plus very soon as well. So we're gonna get Daredevil, we're gonna get Luke Cage, we're gonna get a Punisher show as well, and who knows? I think maybe even Jessica Jones too. I don't know, but like they're bringing back all those shows and they're putting them on Disney Plus. Yeah. So they're gonna have a bigger budget. They're gonna actually be able to tie these people in to other stories.
Yeah, they're gonna tie them all into the MCU movies, man.
And that's what's the real coolest part, I think.
Yeah.
But this episode was great. We got to see how much of a badass Kingpin was. I feel like he was pulling his punches a little bit. Maybe that was because he got hit by the car, but I feel like he could have like just stomped Kate out like one swoop if he really wanted.
It was kind of weird. I remember watching when they were fighting. I was like, she shouldn't hold any weight to Kingpin, but he did kick the crap out of her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like she was like,
sure.
Like she clearly won the fight. Like she's just
She won luckily.
Yeah, exactly. He kicked the crap out of her, man. And like you said, he got hit by a car, an explosion, and he was still going, and he still got up and left.
I know. Kingpin was always one of my favorite bad guys. I liked him because, again, just like Hawkeye, he doesn't have any powers really. I
like him when he fights Spiderman and puts together like the Sinister Six, man. That's like, and they're gonna get into that. They've been wanting to do that. They even did in the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans, they were trying to get Rhino and Scorpion, and they had them all lined up. They just didn't go that direction the next round, So
well, I mean, now that the movie came out, we got a bunch of stuff, and it's definitely was like a window into it, and it's cool because like now we're starting to see some of these things overlay. But we'll get into that later. But anyway, Hawkeye was cool. The outfits were okay. It looked good on her.
I was gonna say it looked good on her.
Great on him.
Yeah, it looked. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just had a little.
It was funny. It was funny. They kind of made it seem like it was gonna be an overlay too, as far as like when she was picking her names at the end, and he was like, "How about just Hawkeye?"
Yeah.
Because that's looks like what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's going to hand down the torch, and he pretty much sat there and showed her how to make the arrows.
And he'll come back when he's needed.
He'll mentor her, It's like, he ain't going anywhere.
Well, she doesn't have any parents now, So
see, now I thought that was cool, too, that not only did he make it home for Christmas, and I know we were, like, saying the entire series is he made it home Christmas morning. He made it home! And he brought her and the dog with him, so.
And the dog, what a present.
So.
It was cool, and then they got to burn the Ronin suit, which was pretty crazy.
You got to burn the Ronin suit, and then supposedly the watch situation is because the wife is some kind of agent, or she was some kind of agent with S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever, and that was like her watch. That
was her watch, and that seemed pretty crazy.
Which it was weird because it looked like a dude's watch. Definitely looked like a dude's watch.
I think it was a gift. They don't really touch too much into it, and they were supposed to do that at the end credits, but instead they gave us "I Could Do This All Day," the entire version of it, of the song, with
it was funny.
Captain America, the Steve Rogers play.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I'd go see that. I don't know. See it. I mean, like, I'm not a Broadway person. My wife loves Broadway, and like, hey, I'll see it if I have to, And I'm not saying that there's not good ones out there. There are, but one of her favorite ones is Rent. And the dude in the beginning who's like singing, he's like from Rent. So like you can hear his voice like immediately. And I even heard it too. And I was like, oh shit, he sounds exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He looked a little different. He's a little older, but that guy still got it. And he sang like 3 different parts in that song. Like, it was crazy. All the choreography and stuff. It was super funny, man, to see Hulk smash.
That was out of control, man. But you know what? It's funny too because I showed my my sister-in-law that when she was over on Christmas because she hasn't watched it. I was like, let me just show you this because it's really funny, and she was like laughing hysterically throughout the whole thing. It was good, man.
It was really funny.
Then Kate Bishop got her mom arrested, bro, because she was in the bad business. It's funny because I had to look up who the hell Armand was. I was like, well, who's Armand? Like, who the hell did she kill? And I forgot, like, it was the uncle, or the Jack's brother or whatever.
He was related to Jack, that old guy from the beginning.
I didn't even realize that was his name. So
he was the one who bought the Ronin sword originally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and then Jack ended up like so we thought he was bad this entire time, that he had this crazy backstory. He was gonna be like the mastermind of it all, and he's just some goofy dude, man. Like I loved it.
Who just wanted to fight. They
I
just wanted
loved
to
it.
fight.
Crushed it at the end with the sword.
He did. He did. They threw us for a loop with that because when he did that one parry and he blocked Kate from hitting him in the face, I really thought he was a bad guy. They did good with that. Good job, Marvel.
Yeah,
Good job.
That was awesome, and I hope he's in future endeavors.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, he'll definitely be LARPing for sure in his leisure time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So, but crazy is because like I remember one of the first couple episodes, I brought up the fact that like I forgot like the Clint's wife was like, oh, you're gonna use Nat's thing, you know what I'm saying? Like her little smash and grab or whatever the hell I was like, how the hell does she know spy code names and stuff like that?
Yeah, what's up with that? But
apparently
now you know why.
It's funny how they tied that in, and
yeah, but I think you know what it is. It's like she's retired and she has the kids and stuff. And so that's how he just met her, and we don't really know too much about that. And I mean, I'm sure if we dug deep and we looked, I'm sure there's something with the comics, and you'd be able to find out more. But so who got time for that? We got too much time watching TV.
We got too much.
I'm watching movies. All right. So speaking of movies, thank you, Hawkeye. That was an awesome season finale.
Yeah, awesome. Can't wait till season 2, man.
Yes, that'd be really cool for season 2.
Keep it rocking, man.
And good job, Kate Bishop, too.
Awesome. Dude, I like Kate Bishop.
You're a good new Hawkeye for sure.
And Yelena, come on back anytime, girl.
Yep, anytime. But all right, so we're gonna talk about movies, and we're gonna give a movie review, and there's gonna be maybe some spoilers and stuff, but who cares, man? We're gonna be talking about The Matrix.
The Matrix. Dun dun dun.
All right, so The Matrix just dropped, and it's on HBO, and it's out in the theater. Now, they were slick, and they did something with like HBO and HBO Go, like it'd be like a premium member in order to watch it this time. Yep. So they're smart. They're changing it up. Okay, I'm down with it. So I remember we talked about it a little bit, and I was excited for it, but I wasn't like, fanboying out like I was for Spider-Man. Okay, so I didn't go see it in the theater. I watched it on HBO. And I don't know. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be to a degree. I knew it was going to be a love story between him and Trinity.
Yeah, you called that
again.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be something along the lines of like, not necessarily a video game, but I knew that they were going to do something like with the programming and changing people and different stuff. So I knew that, and I know that you need all those things to work the program. So like I kind of knew that like, being a Matrix fan from the past, I knew little things that were going to happen, especially because they were foreshadowing the first movie. Mm. So right then and there, when I saw a couple clips, I knew already. When I saw like the rain coming down, I was like, "Oh, that's from the second movie, and this is from this." Like I kind of put together a bunch of different little things.
Sure.
And I have to say, man, I was kind of disappointed.
All right, disappointed in the Matrix.
How'd you feel?
And we love Keanu, man. We really do. John Wick's ones are awesome, bro.
John Wick's one of our favorite movies for sure. We love the John Wick series, and Keanu, you're great, but I mean, I don't know.
So,
what did you think of it?
I felt like it had its good points, it had its bad points. I really liked that they had like the little girl that was in the train station all grown up, and she's like helping out the whole situation and stuff.
She was cool.
Yeah, I thought
Jada wasn't cool though.
Yeah,
I didn't really down with that.
Yeah, I didn't really like Jada Pinkett's parts where it's like, oh, thank you so much, and I know that we wouldn't have been here, because of your sacrifice and all this, but I'm gonna throw you in jail pretty much. Like, get out of here, bro. Like, you should be like crowning this guy. Like,
right? Come on, Niobe.
You didn't think you were gonna see him again, and now that he's back, he should be the leader because he's the one, and he proved it, and he proved it over and over again.
He has, and he proved it to himself too. Because he says several times he doesn't believe that that he was the one, and he said it before in the other movies.
Oh yeah, he said it a bunch of times. He didn't think so.
All right, so I mean, we both agree that there was a lot wrong with the movie. So I want to talk about some stuff that was right with the movie.
Sure.
So I did like the new Morpheus. At first, I didn't like him, not because of anything, just because I really really like the old one.
Yeah.
So that's why I was a little upset to see a new one. Like I mean, I wanted to see Lawrence Fishburne, but it was cool the way they did it, and he was like Morpheus slash an agent, and he was like also a robot or
Yeah.
whatever, like a sentient being. So like,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. I did like the new girl, whatever. What was her name? Bugs.
Bugs. Yeah.
I liked her. She was awesome. She was probably like my favorite
I think she
part
was
of the
my
whole
favorite
movie.
of them. Yeah, for sure.
Neil Patrick Harris it was okay to see him in it, but you knew he was the bad guy as soon as he popped on the screen.
Yeah.
Like you just knew that he was the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was very predictable. It was funny that they gave him like like another job with computers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny, and all the stuff from the fanboy point of view, it was cool to see, but Trinity flying really threw me for a loop. The
I
fact
felt
that he
like
couldn't fly threw me
that's
for a loop.
that was the part that bothered me, was like,
Well, they
she could
said
do it,
something in the
and then
beginning. They said like your body's been pumped all these years, so like like it's gonna take you a while to be able to get it back. So that was what I was thinking. But then when she did it, I was like, hold up, what's up with that? Come on, no.
They wanted to do this, and you know what? I get it. To where it was like they're more powerful together, because every time that everything ever cool happened, they were both together, and it just makes sense that their codes kind of match, and like they're both more powerful when they're with each other. I thought that was like a cool concept of it, but not to like give her the powers of the one. That's the whole point of him being who the hell he is like, it's him. Now, regardless if she, let's just say she dies, okay, yeah, he may not be as like that powerful, but he's still the one. He should still be able to fly and see the Matrix as the Matrix is, and kind of do all like what the one's purpose is. She would just be like an upgrade, to help him out, make his life a little bit more easier, I guess.
I don't know, man. I was kind of disappointed with it. I felt like if they were a little bit smarter, they would have not put this out as a movie, because it was too much. Too much time has passed.
It was
too much time has passed, and in order for me to get submerged into a new world of the Matrix and get introduced to new characters and new things, I feel like I need a little bit of a longer time. Yeah. So I felt like it would have been a cooler television show. If they were going to already put it on HBO, make it an HBO show, and put, Neo and Trinity in it for the first season, but then you phase them out because they're huge actors and they're not going to be in like a little show or something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they can have the new crew carry it on. I thought that would have been better.
Yeah, probably. Because I feel like I just have more cons than pros. Like, obviously, like we wanted to see Neo and Trinity back and them doing all kinds of cool stuff. Obviously, when they jumped on the motorcycle, or she said something about the motorcycle, I was like, oh, they're gonna be doing some motorcycle stuff, and the action was obviously cool. I know you like the new Morpheus. I think that they didn't really need to name him Morpheus. They just had a different character. Like they talk about the old Morpheus and they have a shrine for him, and they're like, yeah, well, this is the new Morpheus, and it's like it could have been John for all it fucking mattered. It really didn't care.
Right. Well, they explained it. They made it like Neo made this new Morpheus, and then
it's just that I feel like they just didn't need to
get that through with bugs, and when it came through with bugs, then it like had life.
Yeah, I just think that they didn't really need to get it. It's just like you were saying before. There's just so much stuff, and like they were, trolling through, bro. Like the whole like Neil Patrick Harris rant for 20 minutes to explain everything, so he can explain it all. And it was just like, oh my god, if you need that much time and that much dialect from one person, or a
Yeah.
monologue from one person just so he can explain what the hell is going on. It's just like it shouldn't be like that, man. Like, I know the
No.
Matrix is wordy. It's always, there's been time like when they first meet the Frenchman, he just rambles for fucking no reason, but it was just like he rambled in this one, him coming back.
Yeah, he did.
It's just like,
He did for sure.
you know,
I did like the new Smith. I thought he was okay. Um,
that's another thing. Like, why does it have to be Smith? They got a whole new guy who kind of talks like the way it could have been,
yeah, they could have won a couple different rounds. They should have had some own neologists of their own, and maybe they would have got it right. Who
I
knows?
don't know. I just
But
didn't feel it needed to be a Smith. It could have just been a whatever, man. A
well, you
Thompson,
know what?
They're
Listen,
upgrades.
Matrix One did amazing in the box office. Matrix Two did pretty good in the box office. Matrix Three
Didn't do
did
really
not
well.
do so
Yeah.
good. So I knew what was coming, and it was, about like 10, 15 years too late.
Yeah, a little bit.
But all right, man. So we want to know how many red pills do you give this movie? So
Oh, I was hoping you were gonna go
1 to 10.
Morpheuses.
You want to go Morpheus heads?
No, I just want to go whole Morpheuses. Like, how many Morpheuses out of 10?
Okay.
I don't know, dude. Like a 4 or 5 Morpheuses.
Okay.
Like the most 5 Morpheuses, the least 3 Morpheuses. So somewhere in there, man. It just wasn't that good, man.
That's so funny. All right, I'm gonna go with the pill one. I'm gonna say 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it 5 red pills. 5 little red pills right here. I'm gonna give it, and it was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't see it in the theater. It was the only one that I didn't see in the theater, and now we know why. So
I'm kind of glad I didn't go to the theater and see it.
yeah. All right, so let's keep it with the HBO stuff. So HBO has something new coming out, and it's Harry Potter 20th anniversary of Hogwarts. So it's coming on January 1st, and I'm pretty excited for it, man. I know my wife is really excited for it too. She just recently rewatched the Harry Potter movies. There was like 2 I think she missed towards the end. But I mean, it's an awesome franchise. I mean, we know that there's going to be new stuff coming out, and they're going to have new Fantastic Beasts and a new Harry Potter movie coming out with his son.
Yeah.
So that's going to be kind of cool. It's going to continue on. But I'm really excited for the reunion. I'm excited to see where everybody is and what they look like and what's going on and like what memories they had about the show.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of these like reunion things. They did like a Facts of Life one in different strokes, and they're doing like different little like spin-offs and stuff and coming back with some of this old stuff. But Harry Potter is definitely like a really cool franchise, and I'm just so glad that like we're getting something new. Like it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Now, my brother and my sister-in-law, they are Harry Potter fanatics. They go to Universal probably anywhere from 6 to 10 times a year.
Wow. Do you know what house they're in, bro?
Probably Huff and Puff if I were
to
guess for her. I'm not sure. I don't even know. But they have they do have their whole house is Harry Potter themed. Like they have the robes hanging up. They have all that crap, dude.
That's cool. They got a Nimbus 2000.
They probably have it all, bro. she's probably got 2.
That's so funny.
So I'm sure she's like super excited about it. Harry Potter for me, I like the first one. I like the first one a lot. When you get to like number 8, I just, I have my little gripes with Harry.
Sure.
How trouble follows him throughout his whole school stuff, and they're always the one in trouble, and they're always the one snooping around, and
the Scooby Gang, bro. I got you.
I get it, so but they are good movies. I'm not gonna like hold it against them. I understand why a lot of people like them. The books came out at a time where like a lot of people read them. A lot of people have them still, and they still read them because they like them so much and they're well written. I like Fantastic Beasts. I think a little bit better. Honestly, I feel it's like
a little bit more adult.
It's a little bit more adult. I think I like the characters a little bit better. I can give or take Johnny Depp. I don't care who plays that part or whatever.
Well, they got Colin Farrell as well.
Well, they're gonna get the new guy that's gonna come in, the 007 guy or whatever, and he's gonna do an awesome job because he's awesome in everything he does. So nobody's gonna nobody's gonna skip a beat on that. So
no, not at all.
So yeah, I think that's gonna be cool to look out for. And then I'm not sure about the Harry Potter's kid one. I didn't read that book, or I didn't read any of the books really. But yeah. I don't think my wife has even read that book. She's read all the books.
Well, I don't know that is a book that's out.
Is it out yet?
Just be. I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
It might be. I don't know. So I mean, like, I'm a big fan, but I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's definitely something that I've heard of before.
Okay.
So it might be one that's out there. But fans, let us know. We don't know. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You got to teach me about Harry Potter, man. Like I said, I like the first one. First one's cool.
Yeah, the first one's cool. No, I like all of them. I do. I like the last two. They were pretty cool. There was a lot going on in them, but they were awesome movies, and it really just full circled it for me. You know, a lot of times when you have a series that has so many movies, like I'll give you an example, Saw. Mm-hmm. Some people couldn't make it to like the 8th Saw movie or whatever it was. Now, when you got to that last Saw movie, you wouldn't think that it would, but it really connected everything all the way through.
Sure.
And it was really cool the way that it happened. And you didn't see those connections in any of those movies until the end.
Yeah.
And it was cool that Harry Potter kind of did like the same type of thing. So
yeah,
it's a great one. But
yeah, I don't know, man. See, my whole here, I'm gonna give you my gripe. I'm not gonna get too far into it, but you got Harry Potter, right? They know this bad guy's coming. You know, you get this whole there's this whole world of wizard people that know this bad guy is coming, and they just don't have anything to do to stop it. They just don't know what to do. They just got to let him grow and let him grow, and 9 movies later, they're like, oh my God, we still need to stop this guy. And it's like, dude,
they're afraid of him, bro. It's like, you know, if a mass murderer came out in the middle of the street, there's not a ton of people.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, man. It's like the there's when they went to the World Cup or whatever, and these 9 little bad wizards came out and did all this crazy stuff when you have a stadium full of good wizards. Like, come on now. You mean to tell me you couldn't find 9 people that were comparable to those people in this stadium full of wizards? And it's not like these people are like, oh, I just learned magic. Okay. There's people who have been in these for centuries. They're all hand-me-down. They've all known magic forever, and they can't fight these 9 evil wizards that just show up out of nowhere to fight a stadium full of wizards. Come on, man.
Oh, it's so funny.
Dumbledore himself should be able to take care of it. 3 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just lowball and say he should be able to take care of 3 of them at least. Okay. And then you got some other teachers, and I'm sure you got other people too that aren't involved in the school but are gangster wizards.
I mean, McGonagall, she's a good wizard. You got Snape, he's a good wizard. They could have took a couple. You know, they had
a stadium full of wizards. And magic people. It's not even all wizards. There's magic people too. They got trolls and all kinds of giants and this, that. They couldn't beat them 9 motherfuckers that just came out of nowhere. That's just ridiculous to me right there. It's just you guys are shitty at magic. You guys shouldn't be teaching anybody magic. They should be teaching people magic because they're doing it right.
They're doing it right. That's Slytherin house.
If they can beat a stadium full of wizards, they're better than you, and they've been doing it right. Dark side's better, apparently.
Oh my God, that's so funny. All right, dude. Well, speaking of stadiums, we're gonna talk about these island boys, okay? So this is our little TikTok segment. All right, it's our little TikTok segment. So if you're not living under a rock and you watch TikTok,
my wife has no idea who the hell these guys are.
She's under the TikTok rock.
Yeah,
she's sticking out from under it.
I had to show her, and she's like, "I don't get it."
Yeah. No, my wife didn't know who they were either. You know, it's funny because I think we see similar stuff on TikTok because, you know, we like similar stuff. But, these island boys are not something that we like. They're crazy. They're wilding out. They're trying to stay relevant, getting into fights. The Jake Paul fight. They're doing all kinds of stuff. They're doing it wrong. Focus on your music, boys. Write some bars, spit some fire. We don't want to see anything else. So just do that. Just do that. All right, so that was our little TikTok.
That was your TikTok. All right, here, let me throw some heat on that, bro. So these island boys, man. All right, let me just explain what these guys actually are. Hey, you know what? I got nothing against them. I don't have anything against them at all, or how people make money, or I don't care, dude. I really don't. But we as a society, we as a people of Earth, it's not even just America, it's everybody. We love to watch our bottom 10%. There's always a bottom 10%, right? And it's just like these people that like are just so out there and just like are entertaining just to look at.
Sure.
And that's all
like Jersey Shore.
Like Jersey Shore, Jerry Springer, like, I remember back in the day, all the Maury crap, like, who's the baby's daddy out of these 5 motherfuckers? Like, we love to watch that shit because it's just like
it's a train wreck, bro. Everybody
likes to watch a dumpster fire, so I think that's what it is. These guys are obviously a trend. They're gonna make some money. They're gonna, people are gonna throw money at them.
They're making money. They're making money. They're laughing.
They're getting tons of views, dude. They're probably monetized up the ass right now, making all kinds of dough.
Absolutely.
Like I said, hey, more power to them. I hope they make a lot of money, man. I just think they're dumb. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
They're just, their song isn't entertaining. It's just
no. They got it redone. I don't know if you heard the redone.
I heard the redone one. I heard the redone, and it's not like I've heard worse.
It doesn't slap though.
It doesn't slap. You would think that these guys would have hooked up with somebody that's like, dude, let me like crush this song with you guys, and them jump in the booth and like kind of redo it.
Like what's Nelly doing, bro? He could have hopped in on this.
Hey man, and I don't think they're done, dude. I think someone's gonna come out of the woodworks and they're gonna let them jump on there. I think what they're
DJ
doing.
Khaled.
Well, I think what they're doing now is they're going on these shows that they're being invited on and causing like a shitstorm to get clickbait publicity. Articles.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I just think that's what they're doing right now, so they can get their name out there more. And then, like I said, someone's going to sign a big contract with them or something, and they're going to make even more money. So
I'm sure
good
they
for
will.
them, man. They're going to be like fucking, they're going to be in a crazy ass house here in a little bit. You watch, and they're just going to fucking tear shit up. And I'm pretty sure they're rich already because all their videos, they're in this ballin' ass house.
Well, their parents at least are
I was
rich.
going to say, or their parents are at least rich. So it's just like.
We don't know.
So,
I don't think we ever will know, but screw them. All right, so the next thing we got. All right, number 7, man.
What you got?
We got, what movie would you recast with Nick Cage as the lead? All right, so I got a good one. All right, so the first one off the bat, I'm going to say is Titanic, okay? So Nick Cage as Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
All right.
I think that would be great. I see him, like he kind of looks like a homeless tramp already, That's what Leo was. He definitely can get with the ladies. We know that, Nick Cage is like that with the ladies, so that's cool. But just to see him against Billy Zane, that'd be pretty neat.
Okay.
And just to hear some of the lines, like, let me draw you like one of my French girls. That'd be great. That'd be great, man. What about you? What do you think? So you got to recast a great movie.
I know, and you know what? I know we talked about this the other day, and I had a bunch of good ones, but I forgot all of them. So I'm just gonna go off a limb here and say he would. I think it'd be really funny if he played Andy Dufresne. And he went through 3 miles of shit in that tube to get free.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. All right.
Or wait, what has he said? He's like, you're being obtuse.
Oh man, that's great. I'm trying to think. I would like to see him in The Mask. I think that'd be kind of funny. He'd be like, smoke it. Just like get his little take on it.
That would be
I think that'd be pretty funny to see him in that yellow suit, running around being all crazy. Or even better yet, like Son of the Mask. That would have been even
Son of the Mask, like with Jamie Kennedy. Is it
Jamie Kennedy? Oh my god, that movie is crazy, bro. Oh my god. Oh, what about like 300, bro?
Yeah. Oh no, that'd be good. 300. I was gonna say Malibu's Most Wanted if you wanted to go Jamie Kennedy.
Malibu's Most Wanted, okay, but 300 be like, this is Sparta.
Knoxville. I don't know where he's from.
That'd be great. Oh, that would be great. Nick Cage is just such an awesome actor. I can see him in so many roles like that. You ever see Silent Night, Deadly Night? I could see him in that.
Or like Silence of the Lambs.
There you go.
Be Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, Grease.
And obviously all this is in light of the new Nick Cage movie coming out where he plays himself. So,
yes. Yes, that is going to be great.
It's going to be great. I can't wait to see it.
People in it. I can't wait to see it.
I think so.
Nick Cage is awesome. Like we said last week, you could check out the Hulu Nicolas Cage collection.
It's
they got a whole bunch of movies on there.
It's growing. And I think all the streaming ones have like a Nick Cage collection because like Netflix has a bunch of them.
They better.
Hulu has a bunch. Amazon has a bunch. So they're all spread all over the place.
Network.
They could probably Nick Cage and Samuel L. Jackson Network, bro.
Mm-hmm. They could do it. They could do it for sure. I think
we're on to something, bro.
All right, man. So next up, we got our weekly rants. Which got a little drum roll. Rich is going to take it off for this weekly rant. So buckle up and get ready because here it comes.
All right. It's not going to be that crazy of a rant. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was going through Facebook, okay? And I've always wanted to do a rant on Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how often you jump on Marketplace.
Don't even get me started with Facebook Marketplace.
But it pisses me off, man.
I hate it too, man. It gets me so mad.
I'm just going to give you an example that got me thinking about wanting to do this fucking rant, okay? So yesterday I'm scrolling through, and I like to scroll on Facebook Marketplace because at the end of the day, there are a couple people who do it right on there,
Absolutely.
Let's just throw this out there. So Facebook Marketplace, I'm totally cool if you're trying to start your own business or doing like Etsy style shit where you're selling stuff on there or you're selling used stuff or, it could be new or used, but don't be trying to sell some used ass shit that you've had for 10 fucking years for like more than it's brand new. Like people do that shit all the fucking time. And it's like, it's so crazy to me, dude. And it's like, so yesterday I'm scrolling through. And I've been trying to pay attention to, I want to replace our second car because our second car is kind of old. So if I can get like a newer used second car, and I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace, maybe I can get a good deal if I pay cash or whatnot.
That's a good spot.
But people are trying to sell like the most ridiculous things for like the most ridiculous amount of money. Okay, so I found like a Nissan Xterra, okay? So, and the only reason why I even pulled this damn car up is because it's like the yellow SUV that Tony Soprano gets AJ. It was literally that SUV, the yellow one. And I was like, let me see how much this one is, right? So it's a 2002. Okay, so 20 years old. We're at 20 years old.
20 years old.
Okay, it's got 297,000 miles on it.
Wow, that's
300K miles on it. They want $6,000 for that thing, dude. $6,000 for that thing. Okay, knew it was probably like 24. It's 20 years old with 300K miles on it for $6,000. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, like insane. There was
Carvana ain't paying those kind of prices, bro.
Like no one's paying that. It's 20 years old. Who has a 20-year-old car? Number one.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna get this for like a 16 or 17-year-old as their first car? Like, no. The thing's 20 years old. The seatbelts probably don't even work.
Oh man, that's crazy.
It's just like insane. Like some of it's and so what was it this morning? So I'm on this morning scrolling through and they popped it up. And some dude was selling. I'm into like PC stuff, so like some dude's selling
Sure.
a GeForce RTX graphics card, right? It's like a I don't know, like a 1060 or 20 or what was it, a 2060 or something like that. It's like two versions under the one I have. I have like a 2070 Super, so there's a 2070 and then a 2060. So it's a 2060, and it's old, right? They have like new ones out, like the 370s and shit like that,
Right.
or 3070s. So the guy's trying to sell it for like $800, dude. It's like $800, like used, like with
Oh
no
wow.
warranty on it. You don't even know if the fucking thing works, dude. $800 for this old ass card. And I looked at it and I was like, hold on a second, because my card that's better than that, two versions, didn't cost me $800. Okay, so I like looked it up, and that car that he's trying to sell brand new is like $500, and I'm like, dude, you're asking $300 over how much it costs brand fucking new. The ball, and I commented on it, right? And
Right.
I never comment on that shit, but I was like,
Sure.
I was appalled at this fucking point. It's like, dude, I'd feel bad if someone like doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're
Right.
like,
And they
oh, that
bought it.
seems like a good idea. That is not a good idea, bro. Um,
No,
so I
really.
commented on there. I was like, dude, why would you even do that when you can literally get a brand new one for however much or whatever? And then later on, because Facebook's funny and they show me shit again, right? So he
Sure.
deleted the first post and he posted it again, and now it's for $685 instead of like 800. So now he's going for like
Oh my God.
$180 more instead of like $300 more. And my comment's gone, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, dude, all right, let me just throw this out. If you're listening, people, Facebook Marketplace is like a flea market or a place for you to sell product. Okay. If you're going to sell new product, have it retail. Okay. Don't have it to
Yep.
where I can go somewhere else and fucking buy it for way fucking cheaper because you're trying to be an asshole. Okay. Or try to sell me some used thing for like more than what it would cost new, and cars, I'm sorry, dude, if you're gonna sell a 20-year-old car, like I wouldn't even pay $500 for that car. Like you would have to give me that car for me to even like, I guess, like, I'm gonna get it and like
Oh
it's gonna
man.
need a new transmission in like a month,
Yeah.
you know $6,000. So that's my rant on Facebook Marketplace. Step
That's
it up,
crazy,
people.
man.
Step it up.
Step it up. All right, I'm gonna have to tag just a little bit on that.
All
So
right, I
my
like it.
gripe with Facebook
Like
Marketplace is
it.
not the same. It's not the same. I have that gripe as well. But my gripe is with people selling stuff, and then when you want to buy it, like you're not even asking questions. You're just like, hey, what's up? I'm gonna buy this right now. They're like, oh wait, no, sorry. Somebody else might be buying it maybe later. Now, listen, if it's something cool that I'm worth, trying to buy and get on there, I'll up it $5, $10 if I really want it that bad.
Depending
And I
on what
know
it
that the
is. Yeah,
value, because I usually buy things that are collector stuf. It's so I understand the value fluctuates.
absolutely.
But these people go crazy with that shit. And they're like, oh, somebody had dibs on it. What the fuck? I got money right now, cash in hand, ready to give it to you, ready to go. But you
Yep.
don't even want my money.
No, they're trying to do the bid war thing without actually doing an auction.
But the
So.
thing is, they don't come back. They don't come
Oh,
back.
I
They're
know.
usually just done with it. And that's it. And it's so stupid
Yeah.
because, I mean, I get like first come, first serve, but like you shouldn't be able to hold things. That's what the
Yeah.
pending button's for. That's when I know, okay, I'm looking at it, it's cool, but it's pending.
Yeah.
So I'll save it and I'll look at it another day, see if it's not pending anymore.
Yeah. We've been trying to sell baby stuff because our kiddo's like a year and a half, so we have like her swing and bouncy little things or whatever that she
Sure.
obviously ain't using anymore, and we're trying to sell them cheap, dude, like $10-15, just to get
Just get rid of it. Yeah.
and we've given a lot of stuff away too. So we've had multiple people say, yeah, I'm gonna come pick it up, and they just don't show up. I had this one lady say that we had something up there for like $20, dude. And she was like, how about 10? And I was like, all right, well, just come get it. And she didn't even show up.
Wow.
You want the deal? And I said, okay, no problem. It's just like, she didn't even show up, dude.
You got what you wanted. All you had to do was show up.
Man.
You couldn't even
Facebook
do
Marketplace, step it up.
That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna go on to the last thing, but we're gonna say Spider-Man for last. All right.
Sure.
So NECA just came out with a whole bunch of new figures, a new line. So we're getting a Krampus action figure for the first time, which is pretty cool. Yeah. We're also gonna get a new RoboCop, 2 different kinds, one with battle action, and it has like the computers to fix them, and another one that doesn't. They're also just refreshed all their lists. So you can see all the aliens, all the predators, all the turtles, everything that you have and don't have and need to get. So definitely check that out on NECA's website. Nice. But I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Krampus toy for sure. I'm gonna get that. You know I'm gonna get that. It's probably gonna have like a sack of children or something. Like it's gonna be cool. They didn't have a picture yet. They just put up like the box. So
yeah. Now let me ask you, because you would know more than I would, because you introduced me to that Funko app. So yesterday, when I was hanging out with my stepdad, he showed me he's got an app that he puts all of his records into, and it shows like, you know, your collection and how much it's worth and all that stuff.
Like a disc logs or something like that. Yeah. Right?
So does NECA have anything like that? Or?
Unfortunately, they don't have anything like that. They do update their posters every now and again, and they'll give you like a poster of the collection, but they don't have like anything like that. They need to have something like that for sure. Their library is massive,
and like they've been doing it forever. You know, like
they've been doing it for a really long time, and they have so many different licenses. But the thing is that they'll come out with one figure, like example, the Predator, but they have like 175 different things. Yeah. You know, so like, you know, to know which ones you have, it's a little confusing sometimes. So I have City Predator, do I have Jungle Predator? Do I have, you know, like Night Vision Predator? Do I have the clear one? You know, like you're trying to think what you have at home. So it'd be cool to have like more of like a checklist or like a log to be able to do. So I don't know if you guys know that there's one out there. Let me know, because I definitely would use it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Like a toy collectible, like collection thing or whatever.
Yeah, for NECA figures. Because I mean, I have old ones, I have new ones. It'd be awesome to see values and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But all right, so we saved the best for last.
I wore my Spider-Man shirt today.
I see. I wore my American Psycho shirt. So Spider-Man, if you haven't by now seen or know, sorry, but there's spoilers today.
Yeah, we're doing spoilers. I know we said we'd give it 2 weeks. We gave it a week.
But Sony announced it. So if they announced it, why can't we announce it?
That's right.
They showed that there are 30 Spider-Man in this movie, which is really cool.
Yeah, so going forward, just we're going to talk about spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything about Spider-Man, just come back.
Just
10 minutes.
Come back after you watch it. That's all. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously we know there's 3 Spider-Man in it. We know that Tobey and Andrew Garfield make their debut.
And they're in it a lot, dude. They're in it like a good 30 minutes, man. Like at the end, obviously.
Yeah, I wish it was a little bit more screen time, but it was cool. The theater lit up. I mean, everybody was cheering.
Everybody was clapping.
It was such a great movie, man. It was everything a Spider-Man fan wanted.
They even did the Spider-Man meme where all 3 of them were pointing at each other. Like they literally gave the fans, like they went down this checklist, and they're like, absolutely. Do the meme, do Andrew catching, you know, MJ. Dude, like everything you can ever imagine that would make a Spider-Man fan happy on all levels, they just did.
They did
in one movie. And it was crazy too, because they posted something, yesterday or day before, and they said like they had to cut so much out of the movie.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. I mean, there were so many hidden Easter eggs in this movie alone. I mean, like
tons of them.
Just the movie aside, if you just count the Easter eggs, there's probably like 25 or 26 Easter
that we know of that have been
this
found.
Movie that we just know of that have been found. There's probably so many more.
There's probably way more.
I mean, like there's lots of little digs. I mean, like one we could talk about is Flash's book, Flashpoint, which is hilarious because that's a little dig to DC, for sure, with the new Flashpoint movie coming out. And there's multiple Spider-Men. and then Flash is going to be multiple Flash.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of like a little dig, like, we did it before.
Yeah. I thought that was awesome. Like the second he did that, he pulled up that I was like, oh, shots fired. I was laughing. I noticed a couple other people laughing in the in the movie theater. Now I felt like I laughed probably a little bit more than most people in the movie theater. Like throughout the movie, I just like literally watched both of them up into this one, so it was like I was really into it, and obviously
you were ready for it.
We
man.
were ready for
Definitely.
it. We were talking about it for weeks, and Jamie Foxx talking about Miles was like, "Oh, he's coming," you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, that's gonna be so cool to see Miles live action
in the MCU. Oh my god, it's gonna be like super cool. Like I
like
totally
he's gonna be in the new wave. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's the best way to describe it. It was a lot of emotions, man. We laughed, we cried. It was amazing, man. It truly was an amazing Spider-Man movie. It was amazing.
Yeah. You're amazing.
Oh, that was great. The whole web talk and stuff too. And I fought an alien. Oh, I fought an alien. I fought an alien in space.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I never fought an alien.
And they thought it was weird, so be like makes his own. They're like, ew, that's so weird. Like you're like, what? You have to make it? He's like, I gotta go in a lab and synthesize it and do all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Oh my god, that's great.
So now with Spider-Man coming out and obviously just like crushing it at the box office, like we knew it was gonna, like it's everybody's talking like it's the movie of the year because it is.
Sure.
It's gonna win all kind of awards, you know. So now with that going on, obviously you're gonna have all your people who are trying to make things happen. Okay, they want a fourth Spider-Man movie, fourth Spider-Man movie for Toby. They want a third one for right. They want a fourth one for Toby. They want a third one for Andrew. Obviously, Tom Holland, they're trying to get him for another at least 2 more movies, man. I know
they're gonna give him at least 2 to 3 more movies for sure.
Well, he's gonna do the freshman year. He's gonna do the cartoon.
I know that's the freshman is a cartoon. Yeah.
One of his projects, and he's got to fight Venom. Like for them to do the Tom Hardy thing, why wouldn't they do it? They're gonna fight. They're gonna fight.
I don't think so. See, that's where I think this whole thing comes in. All right, so it's been all over Twitter, all over Facebook, IMG. It's everywhere. The fans want Andrew Garfield's third movie. Now I know you said they were saying Toby's fourth, but the third one for this is getting hit hard. Mm-hmm. Tom Holland got his third. Tobey Maguire got his third. But Andrew Garfield didn't get his third. This was like his third. So we've been seeing everywhere that they want it. And they don't just they're not even just saying that they want him to have a third movie.
Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm just gonna throw this out there. He lost the chick, so he doesn't get ice cream.
Yeah, no, Gwen died, but I get it.
He lost Gwen. He don't get no ice cream, okay?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I mean, Gwen's supposed to die. That's the whole thing. And plus, you know, that gives them room in the multiverse for Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
So that's where I think that was kind of going. I mean, I've seen fan art everywhere, and I've seen, you know, her dressed up like Spider-Gwen.
Yeah. And she would be a perfect one, you know, obviously.
That would be really cool. But I kind of agree with him. I feel like Andrew Garfield got a raw deal. I feel like he is. Here's my thing, okay? I feel like Tobey Maguire was a really great Peter Parker. He was a good Spider-Man, but he was a really great Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I feel like Andrew Garfield was the better Spider-Man. Not as much as a Peter Parker, but a Spider-Man. I feel like he was better at web slinging. His suit was a little cooler.
Yeah.
He was just a little bit edgier. He had better comebacks.
He was like a skateboarder, kind of, you know. He was cool. Definitely a different style, for sure.
Yes, for sure. And now I think Tom Holland has the whole package. He's a great Spider-Man and a great Peter Parker.
Yeah. And he's young. Yeah.
He's young. Yeah. And that's the reason why I feel like he's not going to fight Venom. I feel like they're going to give it to Garfield. And they should. Because that's what these fans are saying. They don't want just a third movie. They want a third movie with him fighting Venom. And I think that would be perfect. I really do. It would be a cool intro. It's the same company. They can keep that with Sony. Like that could be a whole Sony thing. Like Disney's not going to be involved in that because that's their thing.
Yeah.
And bring Sam Raimi back, to do it up. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. I mean, it'd be a nice little twist to have him, who was doing the first ones, do these. I mean, like, there's so many possibilities, man. And I want to see it. I do.
We'll see.
I know you're a little skeptical, and hey, whatever, man. That's fine. You're allowed to be. Everybody's got opinions, just like everybody's got assholes.
That's right. Hey, man, and you know what? And if they come out with the third one and he fights Venom, I'm sure I'm gonna watch it. So
that's right.
It's
that's
fine.
Right.
It's fine. Yeah, I think that they're just gonna do the Tom Holland versus Tom Hardy. I just think it's gonna happen. I think they're two monster actors. It's
maybe
just
Tom and Tom.
And then, when they looked at the TV and they're like, oh, we got to go find this Peter Parker, it was Tom, it's just,
yeah.
I think it is what it is. I think they're going to snag him for 2 more projects, and that's going to be one of them, man. I really think it is.
I mean, they're leading a lot of stuff in. We might not even get it as a movie. We might get it as a TV show.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing everybody in. So there's no, mystery. Daredevil was in Spider-Man. And now Kingpin was in Hawkeye. So we know that we are getting this stuff on Disney Plus. Those characters are in the MCU.
Spider-Man might be meeting Kingpin soon,
oh my God, how cool would that be?
Spider-Man and Daredevil fight Kingpin and the Sinister Six with Punisher. Oh my God, that'd be great.
Oh man, that'd be cool if they did like Secret War too. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. And then are they going to tie in Blade? Are they going to tie in Blade? Obviously, you're going to try to tie in Morpheus to Spider-Man somehow, and that might be your third Andrew Garfield. That's going to be through
Vulture.
Well, I was going to say that might be your third Andrew Garfield movie, because that was that Michael Keaton was Vulture in that, or was it Vulture?
No, Michael Keaton.
That was a Tom Holland one, right?
But he was in Tom Holland.
Okay. Who's in the other one? The lizard dude, right?
Yeah, Dr. Connors. Okay. Yes, the lizard.
It's been a while since I watched Andrew Garfield too. So.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield's had the lizard and then Electra.
And then, yeah.
And then the Green Goblin as well, but like a weirder.
Yeah, that one dude or whatever.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. I liked seeing Ned using the sling ring, showing that he had some magic in him. That was pretty cool.
That was kind of funny.
But overall, it was great. I mean, like, I don't think that I could have made it any better myself.
I don't think so. No, not at all. They definitely hit everything. Obviously, R.I.P. May. That was like.
Yeah, that was a little sad.
That kind of hit a little hard, you know what I'm saying? It was just like...
For sure.
And it was crazy because, like, and what we talked about last week is it was literally an emotional roller coaster. Like, not only did I laugh throughout the whole movie, there was, I think I even shed, like, a little tear there, and it was just like... Because, like, you're thinking about Spider-Man, he's young. Like, this is his only parent figure. He's got the Peter tingle.
He already lost Iron Man. Yeah.
He's got the Peter tingle, so I'm sure his shit is like going off the fucking rails. Like it's just. And he's got a lever, He can't It's just crazy, man. So
it's nuts, man. It was definitely a great movie, though. I mean, all around. All right, how many webs are you gonna give it, man? From 1 to 10. Or how many Spider-Man heads?
10, dude.
How many Spider-Man heads? 10.
10, man.
10 out of 10.
10
out of 10.
You couldn't make it any better, dude. Like you could. It was already almost 3 hours, bro. So.
Well, imagine what the DVD is going to be like when it comes out. You're going to be able to see all the bonus feature and deleted scenes and stuff.
Yeah, it's just one of the best It's just one of the best franchises, dude. It's always been good. I think I've seen every Spider-Man movie like that first weekend it's come out. It's just a good character. He's relatable. All the bad guys are cool. And obviously with Tom Holland, everybody likes Tom Holland. Everybody likes Zendaya. Everybody likes Ned. It's just like these are all likable characters, and obviously they're in the MCU, so it makes it even more cool because and obviously him giving up the Iron Spider at the end to go old school. I thought was really cool because I think a lot of people were like kind of upset that this version of Spider-Man has had bells and whistles. The other guys
Yeah,
didn't have bells and whistles like this.
they
Like
didn't have that. You're right.
you know, he got a Ferrari when he was 15 years old, type shit.
Sure. And I'm sure he's just gonna put it away, and we'll get it another
Yeah,
time
we'll get it when an
when he
Avengers
needs a better suit.
style, yeah, when an Avengers style, enemy.
Catastrophe happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But I think he's just gonna be friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's gonna go back to doing that gig, and you know,
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen, man? I mean, we really don't, but excited to see it. I mean, I hope that they do more with him. I hope that that wasn't like the last installment for him or something. Who knows, man? Because Marvel's tricky, and they got a lot of things up their sleeve, so we don't know what's gonna happen next. So until something's confirmed and Kevin Feige's on board and John Favreau's doing stuff, we don't know yet. So,
yeah.
but I think Secret Wars is gonna be the next thing coming after they have Spider-Man versus Venom. However they do that, they're gonna do Secret Wars.
So you want to hear something crazy while we're on Spider-Man?
Sure.
So I was trying to look it up the other day. I was like, you know what? I bet you Tom Holland's like crushing it with money right now, right? Guess how much he's worth?
How much is he worth?
He's only worth like 20 million.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, are you serious? Like he's been in like 5 MCU movies, like as like one of the main people.
Yeah, but he's not like getting like Robert Downey Jr. money.
Well, no, but you would think that
did.
would think he'd be getting he'd be worth more than $20 million, dude. Like,
yeah,
people make,
no, that's true.
like I think what Scarlett Joe's like settlement after the fact was 50 million for one movie. Like,
oh man, I hear you.
Like it's Tom's crazy. Getting the old shaft, man. Like, come on, bro.
He's a young dude. He needs to get that money, man.
I know now. I know he's gonna get residuals until the day he dies. He'll be fine.
Sure,
but like,
and all the merchandise too. Sure.
I guess whenever Uncharted comes out, that'll probably be his money maker.
Oh, I know that looks cool, man.
Yeah, I think that'll be his money maker. He'll probably make. Probably more than all the Spider-Man. But I thought that last movie he did was good too. The Netflix one. I think it was a Netflix.
Yeah, no, that one was good. But it was cool too because we got to see a preview for Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness,
which is going to be crazy. Like it was
just kind of connects into it to a degree.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's pretty neat. I want to see what the hell Wong was doing. I want to know what he was doing in the background in the movie. Like he didn't have time for all that. Yeah. Now he's the Sorcerer Supreme, which is really cool.
Yeah, I like that too. So, and it's cool because they kind of touched on some of the looks like you're going to see some of the what if stuff from that one episode. Like you're going to see a lot of the aliens at the dark Doctor Strange like sucked in or whatever. So, I think you're going to see that situation. I think it's going to be cool.
We're going to see a lot of little things like that for sure. I definitely agree with you because they are leading through some of these things through a comic. I mean, there's a comic and it's called like Spider-Man's Last Day or Peter Parker's Last Day on Earth, something like that. And it's really almost exactly what this movie was.
Yeah,
almost exactly with the other Spider-Man and everything like that. Like so,
fighting a bunch of old bad guys.
Yeah, so they're going from comic books. So I mean, like it's very possible that we're gonna see like a bad Doctor Strange, like a mirrorverse Doctor Strange, something like that. That's what I think is gonna be the next bad guy in Multiverse of Madness. But I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah, I think it'll be him and then possibly another bad guy thing too.
Well, I mean, we know that Agnes is getting a show, and we know how clever they are and how they like to lead things in.
Yeah.
So Agnes is gonna lead in with Wanda.
Yeah,
you know, so I feel like Agnes is going to be like her maybe like escaping or whatever, us learning more about her powers.
Yeah. And same thing with Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch is going to play a big role in the movie as well, man. And you're going to get to see kind of her stretch of powers and the weird things that she could do outside of moving things, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, we didn't see her at her height. We saw her fight one person real quick at her height. And then she went to a cabin for God knows how long and is learning how to harness her power. Mm-hmm. And she knows about the multiverse and she knows all this different stuff. So like, who knows, man? Who knows? She could be a force to be reckoned with, for sure.
And it's probably going to open up to where she's going to get her own movie too if she doesn't like if the WandaVision doesn't pan out to where, you know, like
maybe.
So
we'll see.
A lot of people like her, man.
I know, but they got so many other characters. They got Fantastic Four coming out. They got X-Men coming out. We got to have a new Wolverine, you know, like, and I don't think it's going to be Nicolas Cage. I just don't. But
I think it's going to be Hugh Jackman, honestly.
High hopes. I think Hugh Jackman's going to come back as well. I think he's going to see dollar signs and claws, and he's just going to say, let's do this thing, you know, because this is going to be Wolverine at a height that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And
see, I think that they should, I think they should, I don't know, because last time they did like the old man Logan, which was cool. I don't know. I think that they should kind of go back and do. See, it's crazy because you can't do Logan when he's like 20 because he's like back in like the revolutionary times. You know, it's just like
right. But I mean, we could have a clone. Who knows how they could do it? You know, so.
Because, like, I know he was, like, an assassin for a couple years. That'd be kind of cool to show that, like, when he's doing the spy shit and doing the assassin.
Well, they're going to have, if they do that, then they're going to have to lead into some other things. Because that's, like, the whole Weapon X and that Alpha, what is it? Not Alpha Force, Alpha Flight. I think that's the name of it. The group that Wolverine was in first, his Canadian group, before the X-Men.
Well, I thought they were going to eventually do, like, X-Force, since they were doing, like, Cable in a couple of fucking ones, and they had Bishop in one, and so, I don't know.
Well, who knows what Deadpool brings, too, because we know we got another Deadpool movie
That's right, we do have another Deadpool movie coming, too. I hope they use somebody else besides fucking Colossus, man.
No, the Colossus stuff is funny.
Like, I love Colossus, man, but it's just going to be the same 3 fucking people in every movie.
I think it's pretty funny, man. I do that. They they were in the other room. They couldn't even be bothered to see him. You know, that was hilarious. Man. It really was.
Yeah, that's gonna be good, man.
But all right, man. So that's the show for today. Ooh. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you follow us on Twitch so you get those notifications. You know when we're going live.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you're following us on TikTok and all other social media so you can see some other fun stuff that we're doing. Make sure you tune in next week too. But thanks for coming in, guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I was going to say, and to everybody, have a happy and safe new year. We'll see you guys in 2022.
Peace, peace.
Guys. Peace.